Afenyo-Markin versus Speaker of Parliament, a deep dive into constitutional interpretation. Is the law a fixed set of rules, or a living document shaped by judicial interpretation? The landmark case of Afenyo-Markin versus the Speaker of Parliament and another offers a compelling lens through which to examine this fundamental question within the Ghanaian legal system. Let's critically analyze this case and its implications for legal education, political analysis, and civic engagement. The case arose from a constitutional challenge regarding whether members of Parliament, MPs, automatically forfeit their seats by intending to contest elections as independent candidates or under a different party banner. This brought into sharp focus the interpretation of Article 97(1) G and H of Ghana's 1992 Constitution, specifically concerning crossing the floor or changing political allegiance. The Speaker's initial stance prompted the plaintiff to seek clarity from the Supreme Court, fearing a misinterpretation that could stifle political freedom. The Supreme Court first addressed the crucial issue of jurisdiction. While the High Court handles cases concerning vacant MP seats under Article 99, the Supreme Court holds exclusive authority to interpret the Constitution. Given that the core issue revolved around the constitutional meaning of when a seat becomes vacant, the Supreme Court rightly asserted its jurisdiction, setting the stage for a deeper constitutional analysis. This highlights the importance of understanding jurisdictional boundaries in legal practice. The court adopted a purposive approach to constitutional interpretation, moving beyond a literal reading to discern the underlying goals and values. This involved considering both the original intent of the Constitution's framers, subjective purpose, and how a reasonable person today would understand its provisions, objective purpose. The emphasis on protecting democratic values, political freedom, and effective representation underscores the Constitution's role in safeguarding civic engagement. The court wisely rejected the notion that merely intending to run for re-election under a different banner should automatically lead to the loss of an MP's seat. Such a rigid interpretation would unduly penalize MPs for exercising their democratic rights. Instead, the court favored an interpretation that fosters political participation and responsiveness, preventing the premature removal of MPs based on mere intention. This decision reinforces the importance of balancing constitutional principles with practical political realities. Referencing landmark decisions like 2-4 vs. Attorney General and NPP vs. Inspector General of Police, the court emphasized the need to protect constitutional rights in the face of evolving political circumstances. This demonstrates the dynamic nature of constitutional interpretation, requiring both respect for established precedent and adaptation to contemporary realities. Legal scholars and students must appreciate this interplay between tradition and change. Justices Tanko Amadu, Lovelace Johnson, and Asiedu offered dissenting opinions that challenged the majority's ruling on jurisdictional grounds, the scope of judicial interpretation, and the preservation of parliamentary autonomy. Justice Amadu argued that the case belonged in the High Court under Article 99, advocating for a strict textual interpretation of the Constitution. These dissents highlight the complexities of constitutional law and the potential for differing interpretations, even among the highest judicial authorities. Justice Amadu cautioned against judicial overreach, arguing that the majority's decision encroached on the powers of both Parliament and the High Court. Justice Asiedu expressed concerns about the erosion of parliamentary autonomy, emphasizing Parliament's right to regulate its internal affairs. These dissenting voices raise critical questions about the balance of power between the judiciary and the legislature, a central theme in political analysis and constitutional studies. Ultimately, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the plaintiff, affirming that the Speaker had exceeded his authority and that the MPs had not violated the Constitution by merely intending to run for re-election. This judgment reinforces the rule of law, protects political rights, and underscores the need for careful, principle-based constitutional interpretation that strengthens Ghana's democratic system. This case provides a rich opportunity for law students, legal scholars, political analysts, and Ghanaian citizens to engage critically with constitutional law. We urge you to delve deeper. Research the full judgment and dissenting opinions in Afenyo-Markin versus the Speaker of Parliament and another. Analyze the arguments, evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of the majority and dissenting opinions. Engage in civic discourse. Discuss the implications of this case for political participation and democratic governance in Ghana. Advocate for informed legal and political discourse. Share your insights and contribute to a more informed understanding of constitutional law and its impact on society.